Let's move on to the fourth now. This is the opening leg of the triple trio for the 10-race card. Again, it's the turf. No all-weather to speak of at this stage, but stand by. That's coming up. Planet Star gets the drop-in class. Blinkers go on as well. The blinkers are being called upon for Chairman Lowe, who has barrier 1, Zach Purton, to ride. Pearl Champion won well 2 starts ago. Circuit 3 made a nice debut. He has cheek pieces on with the wide barrier. We go down the bottom, Soccer Master. Cool celeb cheek pieces as well from Responsibly. And Seize the Spirit with a very lightweight here for Victor Wong, drawn well, gate number 2. It's the On Ting handicap, and Hinyun Swiftness and Circuit 3 have both been moving from Sha Tin to Chun Fa in the last 30 days. Now, the speed of this race, Graham, Hinyun Swiftness has been well tried in a couple of his recent efforts.
Very well backed when he landed a gamble 2 starts ago, and I think he gets a pretty clean shot at this. Planet Star is another highly likely lad to be on the speed. I don't think it's going to be a strongly run race, and I'm thinking the pace setup might be really suitable for another good run from Hinyun Swiftness.
Here's the Planet Star. He's going to have blinkers on for the first time. And it'll be interesting to see if that does fire him up, because he is one of these front runners, and he does like the course and distance. He's a winner there over his 3 starts, and he moves really nicely here this morning. He's a very fit horse now, Planet Star. Chairman Lowe, I thought, was a bit disappointing last time. He had his chance, but prior to that, his 2 runs had both been really good. He should get a nice run from barrier 1. Zach Purton will take over the mount on him. He goes nicely enough. He'll probably start favourite as well. And Circuit 3, now I made this the horse to follow out of his debut run over 1200. I like he's stepping up to 1400 metres. The cheek pieces will go on. He has dropped a little bit of weight, which is interesting. 20 pounds is maybe a little bit of a concern there, but his track work shows he's going okay.
All right, we'll go to Pearl Champion firstly, who did win 2 starts ago. It was quite a good win on the day. He drew 90, powered home late. Then last start drew 13. It didn't quite work out as well for him. He had a torrid trip. He
whizzed up 2 starts ago. I think that was Tony Millard's 600th winner.
Yeah.
And he bolted up, but the handicapper put him up 8 pounds, and this time he ran respectably. Make no mistake, he ran a solid race, but he didn't have any excuses, and I think he needs to find a little bit more if he's going to win from this elevated mark.
Yeah, I've got him on a minor line. I still think he's going well at the moment, but 13's going to make it awkward too, Graham, as you said.
That run there from Beauty Energy was poor too, but he pulled up with Mucus.
Yeah.
Prior to that, he had 2 good, reasonable efforts in behind the winner, Happy Force and Hinyun Swiftness. Now, let's go to Hinyun Swiftness. This is the race that we referred to a moment ago, where he got a very soft lead. He was tried, I think he was 20s into 7.8, might have even been 21 or 22. Got the easy lead, defeated Chairman Lowe, and Beauty Energy ran a better race here, as I mentioned.
Both horses have run since. This was Derby Day in many ways for Hinyun Swiftness. He was backed off the boards, landed the gamble. Really good run from Chairman Lowe in second, lightly raced horse. Hinyun Swiftness has run very respectably since then. Chairman Lowe disappointed last time, Paul, didn't he?
He did, actually, yeah. Chairman Lowe was second up then, wasn't he? And it was a good run. And then third up, I thought he had every opportunity and didn't go on with it. So jury's still out on him. He'll come up favourite. He's only had 3 starts, so it's worth a forgive, I think, on that one.
Yeah, blinkers have gone on too, to potentially sharpen him up. Let's go to Karis Teton now. He rides Circuit 3, who made quite an impression on debut in 3rd.
Karis, Circuit 3 on debut last time out. How did you rate the performance?
Yeah, he's a nice little horse. His trial before the first run was good. He's still very a mature horse. He still doesn't know what he's doing right at the moment. So we thought he was ready for a first run. It was good that he went to races so he could learn quicker. His run was very good, but very green in the race, and finished off the race pretty well.
He has been missing the start in his trials, and he just missed it slightly on debut. How do you break a bad habit like that?
Like I said, he just doesn't know still, you know, how to be a proper horse yet. But I believe he's a really nice, smart horse that will just improve from here. That's why I say he felt like he was ready for a run, but physically and mentally, I think there's a lot of improvement.
Couple of winners on Wednesday night, taking you to 52, basically the same total as last season. You must have to pinch yourself the way things are going at the moment.
Yes, you know, it's been a great season so far, and I just you know, without the support of the trainers and the owners, you cannot do this, and I really appreciate it. You know, it's just now to just keep focusing and ride many winners as I can.
Yeah, well done to Karis. He's chugging along beautifully at the moment. Let's move on to Cool Celeb, another contender in the race. Cheek pieces go on now for the first time. Drawn 11, which is awkward compared to last start when he drew 2, but he did run a nice 5th behind Superstar.
Yeah, the horse is improving, there's no doubt. This is his fourth start now, and it wasn't a bad run. I just thought he might find it a little bit tricky here from barrier number 11, so I've got others in front of him.
He still looks quite raw too, doesn't he, Graham?
Yeah, I agree. He's an inexperienced horse. It shows in his racing, and it's the question of whether he can hold his position early. He'll stay on, but will he be getting going quickly enough?
All right. I think potentially Chairman Lowe might be a banker type for many here, Paul, in the TT.
I've got him in there, but look, I was a little bit disappointed with this last run, so I'm going to take a couple against him here. I'm going to go with Circuit 3. He's by Savabeel, so the step up to 1,400 metres looks good. He's got that raw ability, but as Karis said, he's quite green, so if he puts it all together, I think he could win it easily, but I don't know if he's quite there yet, but I've still got him on top. I think he can go well here. Pell Champion, excuse me, Bell Champion. Barrier 13 makes it a little bit awkward for him, but he's a horse in form at the moment. Chairman Lowe, we'll give him another chance. His 2 runs prior to his last start were both really good. And Planet Star, I'm going to give him a chance with blinkers on. He's quite well rated now, and he's a very fit horse going to this. 7, 4, 3, 1. I'll go exotics because I'm not entirely sold on Circuit 3, but I think there's a really good horse there.
Yeah, he's promising Circuit 3, but he is a little bit green, as Karis said. I'm going to go 6, 3, 4, 7. On speed horse, fit and in good nick, Hinion Swiftness. Chairman Lowe, not sure what happened last time, just like Paul, but we know from his 2 previous runs he's more than capable of figuring from this mark. Pearl Champion is in good nick. That mark might just stop him from winning, won't stop him running well. Circuit 3, I take a lot of heed of what Karis Teeton said there. This is a horse who's still learning his trade. He'll be coming on strong late, but maybe a little too late.
Yeah, very similar for me. Same sort of numbers, just slightly different order. I ended up thinking maybe Hinion Swiftness could potentially get away with a cheap sectional or 2 and be difficult to get past, but that is race 4. We'll take another break. Back in a moment with race 5, our feature, the Yanoi Tong Cup.